What do you want?
You're listening to the DVM production empire. Backed with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the empire today at dvmpe.com.
Groovy.
Welcome to the Metropolitan Museum of Stupid audio tape walking tour. This walking tour will cover the many halls of stupid located here at the museum. We will cover the Chinese banana period, where erotic banana videos have been outlawed. When asked if they could use plantains instead, they responded with no substitutions. After that, we'll move on to Florida, where we find a man who's either indestructible or just plain needs a shower. Finally, we'll show you the newest exhibit, a 126-year-old statue ruined by a selfie. We now begin our walking tour in the Hall of News Music. What's going on, Empire? This is Stupids Talking Stupid on the DVM production empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid so you don't have to.
We got a whole lot of stupid for you today.
Get a bunch of international stupid as well.
International stupid.
It's nice to know that there's other countries as stupid as us sometimes.
Oh, I know. Maybe sometimes stupider. Yeah, I said it.
Well, we start off in China.
Boing.
That's racist.
It's not. It's a gong.
Ooh.
There was a
wow.
whole show dedicated to that. It's called The Boing Show. That guy thought he was a CIA operative. For all we know, he could have been.
It's just like David Hasselhoff hosting a talk show. Hi, I'm Blanc. No, you're not. You're David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff.
So there's a story out of China.
China.
That they try to have, they try to get rid of inappropriate and erotic content online, which
They
is
have the worst porn.
Yeah, their porn. I'm sure you've all seen it. Some of you are
More
seeing
than
it
others.
right now.
While listening to us talk.
While listening to my voice.
Ew.
Talking about China.
Ew.
Pixelating their pussy.
Ew.
And penis.
Ew.
And banana.
The bananas.
I know, I couldn't. So, China bans erotic banana eating on live stream.
Where are we supposed to get our potassium from?
I don't know. You got
China?
Maybe just take a pill. You can have the bananas all you want. You just cannot eat it on live stream. They're starting to have this thing where live streaming is becoming very popular in China. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So when something gets popular, it's super fucking popular.
Right.
So live streaming is becoming very popular right now. It's people just going on the internet and being on camera and doing whatever. There's heavily use of porn involved with this.
Right.
Usually you hear the term cam girl, where it's
Okay.
someone who essentially does sex acts for money on camera.
Right.
But it's like the sexiest Skype you've ever been a part of.
Oh. I don't know. I've been a part of some pretty sexy Skypes.
Did they involve eating bananas in China?
No.
Well, they never will again.
Oh. You haven't lived. What were the name of some of these shows?
They don't list any of these shows, the show names, and I don't even think they're shows. They're just like if you were on camera, it's not you doing a show. You're just like, hey, I'm live
Why
streaming.
couldn't they have names? The Chiquita Hour.
Bananarama.
Bananarama. Peel Talk.
With Brian Gumble.
With Brian Gumble.
No, they are known to, because they think the sexually eating what are you fucking giggling about over there?
Just thinking, because it's like thinking of news people, but it's like, I'm Dan Rather. And I'm about to...
It's like they're not purposely eating it, they're just talking and the banana goes in their mouth and they keep talking as if everything's fine.
Ted Koppel. This just in.
Oh. That was just in.
Terrible. Anyway,
Yeah, they said
So is it going to be like all produce related? Can I start a tangerine one tomorrow?
Well, see, that's the thing. Some of the users have said plenty of people think that they'll be able to get around the banana ban because they'll just start eating cucumbers, or if that doesn't work,
zucchini.
No, they said they'll start eating cucumbers, and if that's no good, yams.
Oh,
yeah. You went from bananas to cucumbers to yams.
But they got zucchini in there. They got squash. They've got pickles.
Yeah, but
pickles are a little too on the nose. But
I mean, if you put a cucumber in, it comes out a pickle. Whole other story.
Whole other story. I'd watch that feed.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would take a few days. But you know, I got a pretty good Wi-Fi. Watch it in my car in the parking lot before.
Guys, I'm going out. Nobody touch the feed. It's gonna be a pickle any day now.
Like if it shuts down, I don't know if maybe she swapped it. I need the realism, the immersion. Just yam it in there.
Tommy.
No, what, Mom?
Can you come out here and talk with your father for a minute? You talk to him. I'm not going to talk.
No,
I don't want to talk to him. You talk to him.
No, Mom, I'm in my room.
I know you're in your room, honey, but your father, you're going to talk to him about this. Your father wants to talk to you about it, about something he found on the computer. You talk to him. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the room right now. I don't even want to. I don't want to talk.
Hang on.
Come in here, son. Son, have a seat.
Yes.
Were you looking to figure out how to make a banana split, son?
No.
Okay, then what was this thing that we saw on the interwebs?
I didn't do that.
You didn't do that?
No, I didn't do that.
It's logged in under your name, son.
I was playing games, and it did it on accident from I clicked an ad, and the ad showed up, and then they changed it, but I closed it right away.
It says here that it's located under your username, Pokemon Forever.
No, that was Tommy.
That was Tommy.
Tommy was playing on the computer. I told him not to do it.
And he, because I saw a woman doing something kind of weird with a banana.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Quick question for you, son. Do you think she could do it with a yam?
What's a yam?
It's what we have for Thanksgiving sometimes.
Is that when Grandma yells at us?
Can you show Dad where the yam feeds might be? Oh, shoot, your mom's back. And I do not want to see this on the computer again. You show me later.
What?
Get to your room.
But I didn't do anything.
Here's $5. Get to your room.
That's the weirdest cool dad. I'll give you $5 to show me where someone's shoving a yam.
Porn is.
I don't know.
The name
man.
of that show? I am what I am.
I hate so many things about you. Primarily the things you say.
Oh, it's so great.
And the fact that I have to listen to them.
So great.
Yeah, the government has a lot of concerns about the sites because
Potassium.
they're saying that
They're getting too much potassium.
no, one of the problems they're having with it is they're saying that with the data that they use, 26% of the live streamers, the live stream viewers are under 18. So you have a lot of children looking at what the government sees as
people with good eating habits.
Listen, man, I'm not one to say, but like there's a way to eat a banana, and then there's a sexy way to eat a banana. You know, like you take the banana out on the town.
Ching Tao, eat your fruit. No, you eat it. No. Well, what's she doing? She's eating her fruit, is what she's doing.
It's like, yeah, it's out. We're having the boss over for dinner. So he's like, why is your kid performing fellatio on a banana? Oh, that's just how he eats them. We don't know where.
I don't know where he gets. We're kids today, and they're filleting fruit.
At least he's not doing what the kids are doing with alcohol and just shoving it up his butt to get a direct line of potassium. You know, the kids that are pouring booze straight in their butt to get drunk.
What?
Oh yeah, that's a real thing.
I like how you're like saying this so matter of factly, like this is something that's made it into my.
If I hadn't heard about it like a couple years ago, like if this is something I heard about it last week, I'd be like, "Oh my god, did you hear?"
I gotta watch the news.
Do you not know about butt chugging?
I've seen it like Jackass. They did it.
Well, this is a thing that...
This is a thing that they do?
Yeah, this is a thing that kids are doing now. So it's like
friends are getting together in
like
a basement?
Have a frat party, and someone's like, get the tube. It's like, oh, we're doing a beer bong. It's like, no, shove it in my butt. We're gonna pour...
I never understood fraternities.
They pour alcohol straight in their butt, and because it bypasses the whole digestive system, the alcohol hits you harder, faster, deeper, stronger.
No, that won't kill me.
They make me drunker.
I need you to put this up here.
And then I'm gonna eat this banana.
Oh, God.
So so they're saying that 26% of the live streaming viewers are under 18, while 60% of those creating the content are under 22. So it's people that essentially college kids making stuff for high school kids.
Okay.
So it's just stupid kids being
stupid. The circle of life.
I don't know if this is...
And they eat a banana.
Well, a couple of the questions they're asking is, how do they decide what's provocative when eating a banana? Like, I don't know. Are you cupping the oranges?
It's like, is it too much teeth? Too little teeth?
See, that's the thing with bananas. You shouldn't be using teeth.
Yeah, you should be using teeth.
No, just gum them.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like baby food in your mouth.
That's why it looks all weird. Weird.
And then you got the guy eating with a fork and knife. But no, they're saying, like, what's considered that, and can male live streamers still eat bananas? So they're trying to get away from women doing it, but is it a thing that maybe Chinese men want to eat bananas on stream?
I don't know.
More power to them if they want, I guess, but it is a predominantly male audience, so it wouldn't really make sense.
Is there like a professional, like, it's China, so they gotta have like a professional banana eater. Like, is he out of the job?
Maybe.
Like,
well, I mean, as long as he doesn't do it on live
banana
stream.
Eater.
If you're, doing a competition, it's one thing.
Oh, well, that's not public for anyone to see.
But as long as it's not being live streamed.
Super lurid.
I'm just saying, man.
Well, now how am I going to get to see my banana eating competition all the way here in America? God.
You're probably going to have to buy it on DVD.
That's ridiculous.
Like, you're not, like, maybe it's on Netflix.
That's ridiculous.
Or maybe it's on Beanflix.
Oh, gosh.
Made a masturbation joke.
Bah.
One of the things they also banned was you cannot wear stockings and suspenders on live streams.
Oh, they're going to hold up their stockings.
Using the Force?
These communist regimes, man.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe they're just trying to protect our kids.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Please don't think of the children when you're sucking on a banana.
Yeah, right? Terrible. Anyway.
I mean,
awful.
With these kind of laws, China's just kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
Do they know it now?
Oh.
Are they aware?
I feel like they probably know it within 3 days.
Within 3 days that they've gotten shot? I figure I would have known right away, but maybe not.
If you were a Florida man.
Oh, it's always Florida. Why Florida?
Because
that's America's Wang.
So a Florida man
should not eat suggestively on a live stream, by the way.
Oh, I think I can eat Florida on stream, just like a map.
Sure.
Yeah, just eat it.
Weird. Anyway, you made it weird.
I'm like, oh man, your peninsula is just so big.
It's terrible.
Because it's like penis, but with
I
other letters on it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Florida.
You'd never stick a Florida in the tailpipe.
Nope, never.
So a Florida man has shot himself
in the chest.
And didn't realize it for 3 days.
I can see that.
Can you?
I can see that happening.
In what scenario can you imagine someone shooting themselves in the chest and they don't realize that they've been shot for 3 days?
Pull the trigger.
Okay, halfway there.
The sound
that happened
is so loud.
Mm-hmm.
They somehow get knocked into a coma.
But
and then he wakes up 3 days later. He said, "Oh my God, I've been shot this whole time."
Yeah, but he was not conscious in that scenario.
Right.
So it's not like he's unaware of it.
This guy's just walking around.
Well, I don't know if he's walking around because
Did he play World of Warcraft? Because I could imagine him just being at home.
So this guy.
Why did he have a gun? Why did he have a gun in the first place?
Well, it's just a .22 caliber pistol, so it's probably something for
super small.
For something for home protection.
Yeah.
It's a,
Shooting raccoons.
But this guy's 37 years old.
Okay.
So this isn't like a kid who got his first gun and is fucking around. This is a man.
Yeah.
Who was cleaning his loaded gun.
Like you do.
Because you're a Florida man, so what else are you going to do? It's like, I need to clean this.
Well, was there any meth for him to do? Was there meth around?
No, he was hopped up on painkillers for a back injury.
Oh, okay. So there were some drugs.
So he's hopped up on painkillers.
What's he supposed to do? If there's no meth around to take, you got to clean your loaded gun.
I don't know. I feel like
Florida law.
How high do you have to be like, man, I really need to clean my loaded gun right now?
Whatever he took, that's how high.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess if you're in Florida.
So it went off?
So he had the firearm pressed against his chest to keep it away from his dog.
No, Spot, no.
So he's cleaning a gun by holding the gun up to his chest, going, no, stop it.
Sparky, get out of here, Sparky.
And then...
That's a bad Spark. Bang!
He stood up, and then there was a sharp pain in his back, which is why he's on the pain meds. He got some kind of back injury. When he stood up, the sharp pain in his back caused him to topple over forward.
Okay.
And when he fell over, he hit the edge of a glass coffee table, and the gun fired. He struck his face on the side of the coffee table, too.
Yeah.
So he's hopped up on pain meds, falls over, hits his face on the coffee table, fires the gun. Like, he hears the sound go off. He knows it has shot. But the only pain he felt was the cut above his left eyebrow when he hit his head on the table.
It's like, where did that bullet go?
You'd think, like, hey, the gun went off indoors. Something.
Let's look around a bit. Let's move some crap.
Let's see. Were you by the kitchen?
No, I wasn't by the kitchen.
Okay. You said you were in the living room?
I was in the living room.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
I've looked past my towers of used newspapers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are important.
If you look over there, there's a bundle of dead cats.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I shot the dead cat.
No. These cats look like they died of natural causes many years ago.
Over here is my collection of Time Life books.
Oh, these are great. My mother has these.
This is the Time Life books. And I got very scared that I thought my 9/11 commemorative plates were going to be in danger of being shot. They were fine.
Sir, this not to poke and prod, but these seem to be commemorating the other side of 9/11.
I stand by my purchase.
Okay, well, the couch seems to be full of holes, but they look like cigarette burns.
Those are cigarette burns. Saturday night dates.
Sir,
don't. Let's not look at my couch.
You know what? Yeah, let's move on. So this is the coffee table.
Leave Lurleen alone.
The coffee table seems to be undamaged.
That's right. Well, the damage done to my head. That coffee table's a dick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm challenged it to a fight later on. Luckily, I only had the one bullet in my gun, because I would have shot that coffee table for what it did to me.
Well, it did attack you by standing still.
It did attack me.
So
I don't know where this bullet went.
Yeah, your windows seem to be broken by bricks.
That's right.
Not bullets.
No, I threw a brick through that. There was a fly.
Oh, that's fair. Did you get the fly?
No.
Well, now I see why you have a clean gun.
That's right. I'm going to keep on trying.
Well, you'll get him eventually. I believe
that fly is my nemesis, sir.
Now, when you shot yourself,
what are you talking about?
Sir, you shot yourself.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, yes, you did.
What?
If you don't believe me, I'm going to leave. I'm going to come back in 3 days, and we're going to have this conversation again.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you in 3 days.
3 days later?
Sir, you shot yourself.
No, I didn't.
No, sir, look down.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes. You have shot yourself.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't notice after 3 days. Did you not change your shirts?
I have not.
Have you showered?
No.
Have you noticed blood pooling on your chest?
I noticed that, and I thought maybe I had contracted bulletitis.
That's fair. That's a real disease.
That's what WebMD said.
Mm.
I looked at WebMD, and they said, you may have cancer. And I said, well, shucks.
Yeah, that bulletitis is it's a killer.
Yeah, but I was just like, surefire way not to...
surefire.
Surefire way not to find out what is wrong with me. I'm like, I think if I don't take off my shirt for 3 whole days and 3 whole nights, I will be cured.
Like Jesus.
Like Jesus. Because Jesus was in the cave. He didn't change his shirt.
Nope.
And he came out and he was fine.
Well, it's flawless logic. Who am I to argue with you?
You should not, because I still have one gun. I may end up shooting myself again, but you will get the point. Now watch out for my 9/11 commemorative plates over there. And my Burger King glasses.
Oh, man, these are great.
Please be careful.
I lost all mine in the divorce.
Oh, you got a divorce?
No, my neighbor's divorced, and I couldn't go over to his house anymore and drink from them.
Oh, no. These are the lesser-known Burger King glasses. This is Benny and June.
Oh, is that what those are?
That's Schindler's List.
Oh, that's a wonderful piece.
Armageddon.
The movie or the event?
The event.
Oh, yes.
They made Burger King glasses of that. And this one is Stand and Deliver. And Lean on Me.
Why is Lean on Me a chipped on the side?
Don't ask questions.
Did you try to lean something on it?
I tried to lean something on it, and it was like, I'm a glass. And yes, sir, it did talk.
Sounds like you need to dial back your pain medication.
Sounds like you need to get shot in the chest.
Yeah, but I would go to the doctor right away.
I will tell you right now, here's the thing.
Okay.
This is a cure. I'm going to go on QVC, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to do one of those things. It's a Tom Talk. I'm going to do a Tom Talk.
You mean a TED Talk? Sir?
No, I do not like it's Tom. It's got to be Tom. No, you're wrong. Tom. Anyway, going to do a Tom
MySpace?
Talk. Yes. He's got his own talks. I'm going to go on and I'm going to do a Tom Talk, and I'm going to say, listen, surefire, if your back is hurting, shoot yourself in the chest. You will not even remember your back hurts.
No, that
My back
like
is
that
not
pain
hurt.
displacement.
My back has not hurt for 3 days.
But
My chest hurts, and I cannot move my arm.
Someone help.
Someone please help me.
How did I have time to book this talk?
I don't know.
Fill up the whole auditorium.
Should have got
talk to you for this long.
Is Tom here? You even call Ted. I don't like Ted, but go ahead, give him a call.
Ted's a paramedic. Fucking call him.
Fucking call him. I am starting to lose consciousness.
So this guy shot himself in the chest.
It's like the longest one we've ever done.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were ever gonna stop.
No.
You're like, no, this is who I am
could be
now.
that guy forever. This is my life now.
See, he shot himself in the chest. He had an entry and exit wound, so the bullet went through him.
Through and through.
He didn't notice until he changed his shirt 3 days later to a lighter colored shirt.
What color was this? To his credit, he has many a blood red shirt.
Yes.
A just shot blood red shirt.
And the one time he decided to wear, I don't know.
Hi, welcome to American Eagle. What color? What kind of shirts are you looking for?
Blood red.
Oh, well, we just so happen to have blood red. You could get shot in this and not even know.
Can other people get shot in this?
Yes.
Do they have to wear the shirt?
Well, they should. Otherwise, it's just, shooting somebody.
Can I buy a gun from you?
You can.
American Eagle.
American Eagle.
So yeah, once he realized that
we're all over the mall. But
yeah, the guy said once he realized he was shot, he drove himself to the hospital.
Oh, there you go.
And then after receiving treatment, deputies
got himself an Uber.
Went back to his house and verified that he actually shot himself. Because when it comes to a gunshot wound, they always have to investigate. But
they probably could have got gunshot. They could have got gunpowder residue off of his hands.
Well, I mean, after 3 days, I would say maybe he washed his hands, but he didn't shower. So
no, he sure didn't change his shirt. So we're not going with cleanliness with this guy.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, the police
why is my shirt sticking?
Investigated and realized that he just shot himself. But this sounds like someone screwed something up, hoped they could get away with it without getting in trouble, and then realizing that they were something was wrong.
Do you think maybe somebody shot him and he's just covering up for them?
I'm thinking maybe what if the dog jumped on him and he did that way? He doesn't want his dog to get put down for attacking him. Or what if someone came in and he wrestled with them and he fired and he was like, I don't want to get in trouble for trying to shoot someone. If it were any other state,
Right.
I'd say there's something
There's
fishy.
some other story.
But because it's a Florida man, I'm
Nope.
willing to just say
This guy's
someone's
shot.
stupid enough to shoot himself and not realize it for 3 days. This is up there with I didn't know I was pregnant.
I love Florida. I love it.
They're never ending.
No, they're so dumb.
Like,
So dumb.
he had to have been doing, like, if he was just doing something stupid like a desk pop. Desk pop! Shoots himself. Oops. That's the extent of, and that's the thing. He shot himself in the chest and had an entry and exit wound. How much of the chest did he hit? Like, did he just graze his chest?
It's from
But I'm saying, like, so, like, if it went in and out in his chest. So
probably here above, like right below the shoulder, because this is technically the chest.
Because like I was saying, he was holding the gun away from his dog. So let's say he's holding it in an upward angle, so it's almost aimed at his shoulder. He could foreseeably shoot the top of his boob.
Yeah,
It goes in one side and out the other, right in front of the shoulder.
probably.
But I mean, that's a lot of. I'm just assuming this is a larger person
Oh,
who lives in Florida and
And
hasn't
goes to
showered
Walmart
and hasn't
and
showered
uses-
for 3 days.
goes to Walmart and uses the rascals.
So yeah, he doesn't have one of his own,
No, he's gonna use the Walmart rascal.
and he will fight.
I
you.
ain't using my legs. Shoot.
Dude, we used to have, when I worked at Best Buy, we had a wheelchair, and it's like, we had a wheelchair, and I think that was it. We didn't have the electric carts, but we had a wheelchair, a normal wheelchair, so people come in with hurt foot, and you don't want to walk around the store, fine, here we got a wheelchair. We used to have, like, morbidly obese people come in, like, walking with the walker, and they'd complain that the wheelchair wouldn't fit them.
Oh, it's like,
My
well,
complaint
I'll tell
was-
you, bro.
My complaint was, if you think you need a wheelchair always, why don't you have one with you?
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Yeah.
that was a nice little just side.
Yeah,
part.
no, that's
But
pretty
yeah,
dumb.
so this guy, I'm assuming, is a larger person, because
Sure.
if you can have an entry and exit wound on your chest,
And not know it.
not know it. But I mean, yeah, he hurt his eye, like his eyebrow, because he fell and hit his head on the table.
Right.
Okay, I'll give you an hour. Because it was a .22, it's a smaller caliber.
Well, it depends on how much on like the painkillers he's on.
And that's the thing. He's on painkillers for an old back injury.
Yeah.
Like, is your back still injured, or are you just high off your ass?
Probably just
Which
on
is
acid.
probably another thing of why he didn't want to go to the police right away.
Right.
Of like, oh no, I'm
Get
super
this-
high and I shot myself. I'll get in trouble.
Get this get this oxy out of my system before I go in there in case they drug test me.
I don't know. Maybe.
So terrible.
Yeah, they. What's his name? Is Michael Blevins.
Michael Blevins.
Like his last name should have been Levins, but he's just like.
Just like the
I'm
old Patton
Blevins.
Oswalt. I bought the bread for Michael Blevins.
He shot himself.
Gonna go to the old country buffet.
Have a banana.
Have a banana. Eat it suggestively.
Like a blowjob.
Oh, Lord. Our main story for today.
That's your segue?
Sure.
That's not a good segue. Try it
Okay.
again. So, we're talking about shooting yourself.
What if you're shooting a picture of yourself?
What?
And
What could go wrong with that?
You could damage a 126-year-old statue.
Shut up. That doesn't happen.
That happens. That happened. Where did it happen?
It happened in Lisbon.
Lisbon. That's in Spain.
So, a young man trying to...
Such a... Anyway, go ahead. I don't know.
What?
I'm just like, Lisbon, that's in Spain.
Like, it's a catchphrase. Lisbon, that's in Spain.
It's what Spain's about.
So, a young man, they did not identify who he was.
No.
Because this was a complete accident, and it was a younger person, I believe, that did it. They just said a young man. So it's not someone that was trying to
I don't
vandalize
doubt
them.
it. It's probably a minor. That's why.
Yeah, they had... so it's a 126-year-old statue of a Portuguese king,
Sure.
Dom Sebastios.
Oh.
Or Sebastio.
Dom Sebastios. He was a Portuguese king.
Yeah, I think he ruled...
Who, from time to time, posed for statues. I know history. Read the story, Bear.
He ruled between 1557 and 1578. He's a tragic figure in Portuguese history, dying in battle at the age of 24 during a crusade of his own making in Morocco.
another 13 years, he could have shot himself in the chest.
Probably. But you had to move to Florida to do it.
That's true.
So it's a child-sized statue of the sad-eyed, sword-wielding king.
Aww.
And it stands in an area between two horse-shaped arches at the entrance of the station.
Okay.
So, the horseshoe, and then where it touches in the ground, there's a little.
Is it a
statue.
museum or a station?
No, it's a station.
Okay. Train? Bus? Radio?
Railway station.
Oh, what are they going to Hogwarts? What is their time?
I don't know.
Okay.
But the station was completed in 1890, and the station is a protected monument. So it's there to stay, unless someone decides to climb up.
Selfie.
So he climbed up on the pedestal that the statue was on, and managed to knock it over. I mean, I assume when you see a statue on a pedestal, you think, "Oh, that's going to stay there. There's no way this could possibly go wrong." Climbed up on the pedestal to take a picture with it. So I'm going to sound like an old person, but this is the problem with kids these days. Is you see a lot of instances of kids climbing on shit in museums and out in public. Like when we saw a statue or something in public, we take a picture next to it doing something funny or whatever.
Yeah.
But now people are starting to climb on shit.
The Field Museum has that bust of Abraham Lincoln, and his nose is all shiny because people are always rubbing his nose or whatever. That you can do, but no one's gonna be like, hold on, let me sit on top of Abe's head and you take the photograph.
Yeah, man. People are people are nowadays being very disrespectful when it comes to things it's not even just art. It's things in nature too. A super old rock formation. It was in a protected area. This was a few years ago. There was a scout leader in Goblin Valley, Utah.
Shut up.
There's a video of him
great name.
actually pushing over. So it's like a giant rock on a very small pedestal. So the kind of things you see in Wile E. Coyote, where it's you hit it and you expect it to fall one way, fall the other. But no, he actually pushed the fucking thing over on purpose, destroying it because he thought it'd be funny.
But it was
this is a grown man. That
a rare rock formation.
Yeah, so it's a protected area.
Right.
It's how they wouldn't want you going around fucking with the Grand Canyon.
Right.
It's a protected.
Oh, when's someone gonna fill this in?
Oh man, it almost fell right in.
Get some spackle.
Put a fence up.
Someone's gonna fall on it.
That dirt you got from your yard when you put it in a pool? Put the dirt in there.
But that's the thing is, people don't respect. I love statues. I think they're awesome. I'm someone basically took a gigantic thing of marble, and they're like, you see this? It's gonna be something, and they took forever.
Yeah.
And everything like that. It drives one of my favorite statue. I have a statue story to this day.
Oh, thank God!
It cracks me up. We're at this church. My buddy Larry got married in this great old church.
Okay.
Ornate marble and big ass columns and church.
One of them churches.
Real nice churches. And he was looking I make no jokes. I'm an atheist and I joke all the time. But I also was raised Catholic and I've been smacked in the head by my grandmother. So I do not.
Yeah, so it's built into you. Of saying,
you walk in.
I'm not going to come here all the time, but when I'm here, I'm going to be respectful.
Yeah, my friend Rob, on the other hand, is just obnoxious, and then somehow I was still getting yelled at. At any rate, I had not made a joke.
Calling you out, Rob.
Calling you out, Rob. I had not made a joke the entire weekend. We were there for the rehearsal.
So it's like a normal weekend?
Yeah. I had not made a single joke. However, for some reason, especially, it was Larry's who wants to be in charge of the pens? And I'm like, nobody. I want to be drinking my flask that you got me. And everything like that. I'm like, what are these for? He's like, they're the pens that we're signing the marriage license with. He goes, I'm going to go ahead and give this to Rob. I was like, oh, you're going to have Rob? I'm like, yeah, go ahead, give it to Rob. I'm like, I could hold pens, Larry. And everything like that.
Not these special pens.
Apparently not. But I was already whatever. We'd been drinking all afternoon. But the best was he goes, Rob, find our wedding coordinator. Her name's Mary. Find wedding coordinator. And everything like that. He goes, and give these to her. And he's like, well, where is she? What does she look like? He's like, I don't know. I haven't seen her all day. And I was like, I think, is that her behind you? And he turns around, and it's like this 12-foot tall statue of Mary. And he turns around, and he's like, dude, seriously. I'm like, well, I make one joke. Like, you're a dick. You're no fun. Go get married.
Oh, man.
And now he's no fun. But, yeah.
So, as much as it sucks that this kid... Yeah, so he was trying to climb on the statue to take a fucking selfie. I hate... Listen, I have no problem with taking pictures with people, taking, like, selfies or whatever, but it's become a fucking nuisance.
It's not only a nuisance.
A Patrick nuisance.
Narcissism. It's narcissism at its worst.
Yeah.
Like Snapchat.
He was probably just taking a picture for Snapchat. So
Snapchat
a picture's going to show up for 10 seconds.
I don't care.
And then disappear forever.
I do not care what you're doing in your day. You
Snapchat
see something...
is perfect for when you're, like, at the store and talking to someone. You're like, hey, make sure you get this one thing. You send a picture of this thing. No, the thing to the left. Perfect.
Well, it's like Julie Wagner. Love you, Julie. Love you, love your face. But you put up an hour-long Snapchat or story.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing snappy about that. Nothing snappy. You just have to sit there and hold on.
I use Snapchat sometimes, but I take pictures of, like, weird things. Not just, like, my daily life.
Right, but this is, like, all day long. I'm going to take stuff, and then I'm going to put it... So you guys now know what I did today. I don't care. Unless there's, like... God, unless there's two midgets fighting a clown. And
see, that's something cool.
Yeah, take a photo of that. Take a photo of that all day.
When I'm at work, I'll take pictures of, like, of things... Because working in the comedy club...
Right.
It's full of thousands of pieces of memorabilia. Sometimes I can find something with a creepy face. Sure. I'll take that and I'll send it to someone with a 1 second timer.
That's right.
So it flashes at their face of a creepy face.
It's like, and now it's gone.
It's funny,
but
I get humor out of that stuff.
It drives me nuts. We take this is a thing. I think we take more photos in a single day than one person will take more photos in a day than the amount of photos taken from the year the camera was invented until like 1988.
That makes sense, because now with the like I used to when we'd have parties or whatever, I would always bring a camera with me, and I would take pictures of everything. But it's a digital camera, so everyone wants to see how the picture turned out. So I would have to. I feel like I've already told the story, but like I would go. Yeah, I'd have to carry around a pocket full of batteries.
Right.
Because everyone has to see
I
the
took
picture.
a photo of someone at the bar last night. They want to look. Can you take it again? Can you take it again? No, one of my Ansel Adams? No, I can't take it again.
Yeah, you're on your own, buddy.
I'm like... Plus, I'd already taken 4 of myself. That's my favorite thing to do.
Someone's like, here, can you take a picture?
Sure can. Okay, you guys ready?
Now, this kid was trying to take a selfie with a statue by climbing on it.
Ugh,
and he
terrible.
broke it. And his immediate response is, run away. But, I mean, he got caught. Didn't get in trouble.
Spanish police.
I mean, they asked him questions. It was like the Spanish Inquisition.
What? What is this? What is this? The Spanish Inquisition?
No one expects it.
No one expected it, that's for sure.
But now, he is not the only person guilty of fucking up a piece of art.
No, there's a whole lot of nonsense, dude.
Yeah, there's a variety of stories of people destroying art, either accidentally or...
This is a few of our favorites.
Out of ignorance, really. I mean, there's been some people that have thrown away art.
Yeah, there was in Sotheby's in 2000, oil painting of plants that were done by Sigmund Freud.
No, by a different Freud, wasn't it?
No, sorry, Lucian Freud.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, I'm like, yeah, Sigmund Freud. Lucian Freud. This guy mistook it for an empty crate and dumped it in a garbage crusher. No one could track down any of the remnants because no one realized the problem until after the painting was on its way to an incinerator.
So it got crushed and then sent to get burned, and then someone's like, hey, I feel like I left a painting here.
Yeah.
There was a story, it was not even a year ago, it was this year, where there was a kid walking through a museum. He tripped, and it was a Taiwanese boy, 12-year-old boy, going to a Leonardo da Vinci themed show in Taipei. He tripped on his shoelace, I believe it was, and he tore a hole the size of his fist in a painting worth $1.5 million.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's nothing.
That's nothing compared to Steve Wynn. Steve Wynn, who owns pretty much all of Las Vegas, or at the very least half. There's a Picasso painting called La Rêve. He painted a portrait of his 22-year-old mistress, Marie-Therese Walter.
Like you do.
And if you look up this painting, it's almost like it says it's sort of an Easter egg. Picasso painted half her face in the shape of a semi-flaccid or semi-erect, cup is half empty, half full, penis.
So this painting
was owned by Steve Wynn, and he was preparing to sell it for $139 million.
Jesus.
Now, weird thing for Steve Wynn, who is the 512th richest person in the world.
Not even top 500? What a fucking loser.
I think he is probably by now. This was back in 2006. He unfortunately has a condition called retinitis, which is essentially he's got really bad depth perception.
Okay.
So that's fine and good, as long as he has something he has to deal with. However, if you like to talk with your hands like he does,
yes, like if you
like
any Italian person,
are you talking? Are you talking? Or are you conducting a symphony over there, buddy? He's talking with his hands, and he put his elbow through the painting.
More like Stephen Lewis.
Thereby costing him upwards close to $40 million.
How much do you have to gesture and be close enough to a painting to put your elbow through it? I could see if maybe you hit it with your hand, maybe poked a finger through it, but he put his elbow through it. Like he gave it the people's elbow.
This guy in a museum in where's the museum? Shoot. In Cambridge.
Okay.
We're looking at Qing Dynasty vases, Ming vases.
Ooh, it's a fancy Ming vase.
Yep, 300 years old and estimated to cost between $400,000 and $500,000
each.
Yep.
Jeez.
They kept them on the now. Granted, this is kind of on the museum too. They kept them on an unguarded windowsill at the base of a staircase.
So you keep priceless pieces of art in a windowsill and a staircase.
Yes. So a museum visitor stood at the top of the stairs, dove headfirst into the exhibit at the bottom, presumably because he hates Chinese antiquity. But no, he smashed all three vases, stood up, dusted himself out, and walked out the front door.
I'm sorry. We need to back this up.
Yup.
So a guy in a museum decides to dive headfirst
wants to be a bowling ball.
Off a staircase.
Yes.
I don't know if there's a way for me to even begin to understand why someone would do it. Was he trying to kill himself?
I don't know.
Does it say how big the staircase is? Is this like a massive spiral staircase that covers multiple stories, or this is just like 4 steps down?
I don't know
section?
if he did it on purpose.
He jumped off a staircase. How do you do that on accident?
I don't know.
Like, if you trip and fall downstairs, that's one thing. But he jumped off the staircase. Well,
he said he tripped on his own shoelace. I think he toppled.
Okay, well, that's different than...
I don't know if he was doing a slapstick or whatever. But he basically got up and walked out, and he saw himself on television, and then still didn't turn himself in. Instead, he hid out for 3 months before a team of 25 police officers broke down his door and arrested him.
I assume they have security footage of him. That's how they tracked him down.
I suppose so.
Did it have audio? Like, did he yell parkour before doing it?
I don't know, dude. He did not, but it would have been great if he had.
And I would panic too if I broke if I broke anything in a museum. If I broke the pen that's attached to a chain at the front counter, I wouldn't even want to turn myself in for that. Because museum people are, I don't know, for some reason they're really protective of everything in the museum. But if you're going to fall, it's embarrassing enough to fall by yourself and hit nothing. If you fall and you break a bunch of, how old are, like 300-year-old vases, you're going to get some people staring at you. Would you find more? What are you doing?
It's basically like, so another Picasso was apparently torn. It says Picasso, the actor, is torn in the name of love.
The painting called The Actor.
The Actor. By now, Museum of Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York. A student attending an art class was examining the painting when she stumbled onto the actor, putting a long tear in the bottom corner. That's not the whole story. Just a day after the event, this message appeared on Craigslist Close Encounters. This was on Friday at the Met. I remember you from the elevator. We were going to the first floor to the second floor. You were the guy wearing the red sweater. I held the door open for you, and you smiled, and then I saw you again in the Cubism section. I was standing in front of the actor painting the Picasso. You were looking at Matisse's blah, 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 blah. You're standing there for a while sketching in a brown notebook. I was about to approach you, but froze up and ended up tripping and falling into the painting and leaving a small tear.
Oh, wow.
If you read about this in the news the next day, I'm the girl from the elevator.
That's gotta
and I ruined a priceless work of art.
That's a fun way to introduce a girl to your parents.
Right.
It's like, well, how'd you meet this young lady?
Well, there we were. We were at the museum because we both
that's
like
lovely.
art.
That's
yeah.
lovely. Philip, isn't that lovely?
It is lovely, honey. It's lovely. Just let him tell the story.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Can he go? Can he tell the story?
Yeah, just go. Shut up,
Evelyn, thank you. Tell the story, son. So anyway, we were sitting there, and I was sketching, and
you're always so artful.
She would just let him tell the story, Evelyn.
I'm just saying he's really good at the drawing.
You know what you're not good at? Shutting the trap.
Well, that's just rude.
Okay. Your mother's not going to interrupt you again. Are you, Evelyn? Yes, I thought so. So anyway, finish the story, son.
Yes, finish the story.
So, long story short, just because I don't want you guys arguing anymore, basically I was drawing, and she accidentally put her hand through the painting.
Did she hit your paint, the one you were drawing?
Evelyn! No, I was done with the story, Dad. It's okay, Evelyn, go ahead with your question.
No, did she ruin your painting?
No, she didn't ruin my painting.
Oh, well, then that's fine.
She ruined Picasso's painting.
Is he one of your friends from work?
Yes, Mom. He's one of my friends from work.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ, Evelyn! Pablo Picasso! He's a famous painter.
Well, Philip, I don't know.
Why don't you know these things?
I don't know all of his friends.
He's not a friend. He's dead.
Always hanging out with friends.
He's dead.
He doesn't tell us
this
anything.
man is dead.
I'm just trying to get involved with his
Evelyn.
life. I mean, he's out of the house. I haven't gotten to take care of anyone in a while. You're always
Pablo Picasso is dead.
If maybe he could have a friend named Picasso. Picasso didn't have any children. Didn't have any nieces and nephews.
I don't know. Stephen, did he have any children? No, I don't believe he had any children. Then it can't be him, Evelyn.
Well, you don't know until you ask. Okay?
Evelyn,
you don't know until you ask.
What's for dinner?
Well, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it.
You haven't even thought about it.
I've been so excited to meet this young lady here.
Who hasn't said a word.
Well,
why doesn't she talk, Steve? Why doesn't she talk? I don't know how she could get a word in edgewise. Right, because your mother won't shut her yapper.
Oh, it's not always about me. Sometimes, you
Evelyn!
When the TV's going...
Evelyn, my God, the yapper!
TV. I'm just saying. I'm just happy that you're both here.
Anyway. Let's go to our ray of light.
Well, no. We have an honorable mention of
stupid. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes, I forget what we even called it already. The short burst of stupid. I don't know. This is just a nice little...
Yeah, a short burst of stupid?
A nice little...
I don't think that's what it was.
No, it's not. But
it's what it can be.
This week.
Sure.
Next week it'll probably be something else. In the honorable mention, we got Budweiser.
Ugh.
Renaming their beer America.
Yay.
For the summer. Because, as if we didn't fucking hate them enough, they're just like, yeah, we're America. Like, it's such a...
I love my country.
I mean,
I do, but not to the this point of ignorance and nonsense.
I love the country. Rep the American flag. I don't want anyone standing on it or burning it. I'm like, that's bad. You can't do that.
Such ridiculousness.
Oh, but I mean, every summer they go through a thing where they Americanize the can a little more. Like put with flags, stars and stripes, whatever it is.
Right.
This year they just decided to say fuck you to everything and just put America.
Because there's an opening for ignorance. I'm not going to go into it because we don't talk politics, but there's an opening for ignorance. You know what it is. It's big, it's dumb, and it has orange hair and tiny hands. Anyway, nonetheless, moving on.
Are you talking about my GIMP?
Yes.
Oh.
Stuart.
Yeah, so it's available May 23rd through the November election. Because they said it's to inspire drinkers to celebrate America and Budweiser's shared values of freedom and authenticity. Fuck you, Budweiser.
Right.
Fuck you.
Ridiculous.
The fucking gall to be like, yeah, we're going to name our beer America because we're the symbol of America. But could you not be?
You're not.
Like, no one voted for this.
Right.
It's just your way of it's dick wagging.
And sure enough, one of my friends, goes, "Hey, we're gonna have to switch from Coors Light to this summer." You're an idiot.
It's the marketing to the dumbasses.
There you go, marketing to the dumbasses.
Like I don't even want a can of as a commemorative thing.
No.
Like they're not doing this as a one-day release like 4th of July. If they're doing one day 4th of July and they're donating all the proceeds to something, then I'd be like, listen, this is stupid, but good on you. This is just them saying, give me your money, you fucking idiots.
And following Budweiser's example, we at the Shell Oil Company and BP and everyone will be changing our prices to $17.76 a gallon in honor of this country. If you don't like it, then you're a communist and you should get out. I have to fill this Jeep up. This is crazy.
Yeah, but at least you got that sweet American flag paint job
right?
on it.
And you got the freedom to do so.
Yeah.
Some people don't even have gas in other countries.
You want to go down to the beach and drink a bunch of cold Americas?
Sure, let's go. America. And then we can America.
No. I don't want to use it as a verb anymore. This just hurts to talk about. I'm sad.
Did you go online talk about America spreading democracy?
No.
I saw this Chinese feed. This girl was American the shit out of a banana.
Liberate those lips.
Segway. Bam. Anyway.
That's a callback.
I don't care.
You're a stupid man.
Evelyn, goddammit.
I'm just saying, understand the
Saying
difference
that
between the
comedic
words.
device. You're right. It's not a segue. It's a callback.
Do you even know the rule of 3, Philip?
Evelyn, I know the rule of 3s. 1, shut up. 2, shut up. And 3,
Is it shut up? I bet it's shut up.
don't interrupt.
Do you have a close encounter story?
I
this
don't.
week? You don't?
I don't.
I have somehow also managed to escape a week.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, aside from everything we just went over. But it will bring us to the Ray of Light.
Yay!
It's actually a really nice one. We'll go to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department where they offer a tattoo removal program for inmates
That's cool.
for free. So they offer, they let you, like, a lot of the problems that people have when they are like gang members, they'll get tattoos of the gang representation or doing something stupid. A lot of them will get like a face tattoo.
Well, the one that you see all the time are the teardrops.
Yes.
And I forget what that means. Like, I know it means you killed somebody.
No. Yeah.
It means you killed somebody, but like if it's filled in, you did it in prison.
I don't know the intricacies.
I don't know, but I know there's a McDonald's worker close to my house, and every time I go, granted, she has risen to the ranks of manager.
Okay.
But she sure has a teardrop tattoo, and I'm always like extra nice to her.
The tattoo removal service began in February 2012 as a collaborative partnership between the LA County Sheriff's Department Medical Services Bureau its Inmate Services Bureau, and Homeboy Industries.
Homeboy Industries.
Homeboy Industries. The service is overseen by trained medical personnel and a custody assistant. The program piloted with 25 volunteer inmates and has expanded greatly. As you can see, the amount of tattoos removed in 2012 were 536.
Oh, wow.
And
that's a lot.
As of from January 6th to September 15th, 2015, they've gone up to 774.
Well, that's good.
So I mean, they've helped over 2,500 people since February 2012 get these tattoos removed, so that way they can try to get back into society in a way that doesn't scream to other people, "Guess what I used to do." I mean, anyone can do something stupid and end up in jail for whatever reason. But once you get out, you should be able to get a job.
Right.
But these people that have, prison tattoos, gang tattoos, something
Well,
stupid.
once you've gone through that's always been my thing. Like somebody, I forget who they were. There was a state that's trying to make it possible for ex-convicts to get their voting privileges back.
Mm-hmm.
And I was always like, I get that, like the felony thing, but I don't understand why you shouldn't be allowed to vote after you've gone through. Like, you're supposedly rehabilitated.
Right.
You've gone through your time. You've done your time.
It's like
you went out a felon,
saying we don't believe in the rehabilitation.
Right. You went in a felon. You're leaving a free person, and a free person gets to vote.
Well, I mean, we're not going to divulge into the politics.
No, but I'm just saying. But that's really what it comes down. It's just another way to mark them as, a person who's done something and then never let it go. So the losing of the tattoos should help.
I mean, a lot of the gangs will recruit children.
Yeah.
So if a kid screws around, gets a couple tattoos, gets put in jail for a while, when they're 25 and they want to be a productive member of society, they have this face tattoo that says, "I'm a bad person," in a hiring coordinator's eyes. So this LA County Sheriff's Department, got together with Homeboy Industries to offer a way of removing tattoos for free, so these people can essentially get a get a leg up.
Or get some
themselves.
Get some help.
Because otherwise they're just gonna have to resort to staying in the life of crime, and they'll just end up right back in jail. Whereas this way, get them on the straight and narrow, get them a day job, and they can pay taxes, be a good person again. They don't have to resort to doing something bad just so they can feed themselves. So.
Yeah, Homeboy Industries is a company that says it provides hope and training and support to formerly gang-involved and previously incarcerated men or women.
Yeah, it's
That's good.
I think I wish there were more programs readily available with better funding to people so they could, be fully rehabilitated.
Right.
But
someone
somewhere is doing their part, and I think that's great.
That's good.
So
awesome. That's going to do it for this week. It's Stupid Talking Stupid. Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually at Patrick Newsom 42.
That's me.
At Hungry as a Bear. That's me. You can follow the entire DVM Production Empire on Twitter at DVMP Empire. You can look for us on this specific podcast. Has its own Twitter of at Stupids Tweeting, or you look for us on Facebook for Stupids Talking Stupid.
And starting next week, Bear will have a suggestive banana eating site. Just go on YouTube and look up Bearnanas, and
get the fuck
out. And he'll eat it suggestively to the tunes of Boys to Men. That's gonna do it this week.
Not the Bananas and Pajamas theme song?
No, don't be ridiculous.
That's for kids. You don't want to market it that way.
No, it's for children. Sicko.
I'm just trying to say.
But yeah, look at all of the other podcasts on dvmpe.com. If you watch the show Arrow or Flash, we do Arrow and Flashcast, Arrowcast and Flashcast. listen to us on those things. Let your friends know about Stupid Talking Stupid. We got a lot more downloads than we've had in the past, so that's awesome. So
welcome to the new people if you just
right.
found us.
Yeah, and welcome back to the old people. You're old. No, I'm kidding.
You probably don't even appreciate a good banana.
That's right. It's the new people that don't. These young kids today. But no, thank you very much for whether you're spreading the word or you're just listening to us over and over and over and over and over. I don't know if that's how it works, but I'd like to think so. But we will be back next week with more Stupid Talking Stupid. I'm Patrick.
I'm Bear.
Later.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs.